Aries, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Inflow to Rome, Mary Patricia here with your weekly updates. Week commencing the 10th to the 16th of January 2022. What do I have for Aries? Remember, just take whatever resonates, whatever doesn't, just let it go in the flow. Let's see what we have for Aries this week. Aries, let's see. What do we have for Aries this week? Give me one more shuffle. Give me two more cards. Aries. Oh, one more. Okay, Aries. So, we have for you, your reading today, we have the Prince of Cups. We have the Death card that fell like this. And we also have, is this the Princess of Swords? Okay, Aries, so right at the center of the reading with the three cards, we have the Death card. But the Death card is hanging on the side. So this feels to me like somebody is preventing something from ending. Aries, you're preventing something from ending. But it's important, I feel, for you to allow this thing to end, whatever it is. This could be a love relationship, it could be a career, it could be a friendship sort of relationship, but it's something to do with relationships, I feel. You know, it's to do with your relationship with the other. You know, there's something here that has to end. To be reborn. It doesn't mean the same thing is going to be reborn. But after every death, after the debris has been swept out and the space has been cleared and cleansed, you know, there's always a rebirth of something. A rebirth of something that is better. A rebirth of something that is better. Mainly so we can move away from being bitter to being better. Okay, people? With the Prince of Cups on the left, you know, there is a call for you to get comfortable with yourself. Get comfortable in your own reflection. Do you like what you see, basically? There's a call for you to be very, very vulnerable with this, you know. There's a call for you to be vulnerable. Take the time out to reflect on this situation for what it is. Now, because the Prince of Cups is an emotional person, I feel you will be contemplating this whole situation in an emotional way. But with the Princess of Swords on the other side, she's helping you to find that sense of logic once again. She wants you to find that sense of logic. You know, when I say logic, it's to take the emotions out of the situation and think about it in terms of absolute clarity, in terms of... Because when I look at that Princess of Swords card, I feel like there's a lot of things that feel quite blurred to you. There's a lot of things that are very unclear. But she's taking that time to find the edges. When I say to find the edges, right, when you find the edge of something, the next part of it is actually clear. You know what I mean? There's no blurred lines, there's no smudges, there's no mistaking, there's a clear line, you know. And I feel like the Princess of Swords, she is curious enough to want to delve deeper into finding what those clear lines are and what it is that she wants to get out of this. I think it's a very interesting combination, the Prince of Cups and the Princess of Swords, because it is the masculine and the feminine energy. But what is interesting here is that the picture in the card here is depicted as the masculine, as the emotional one. And the picture depicted in this card is the feminine, the clear one. The one who's trying to find the clarity in things, the one who just wants the clean break, or the one who just wants to delve deeper to seek something else. I think that's a very interesting thing. This could be a masculine and feminine, and it could be you within yourself. I don't particularly think it has to do with anybody else, but I am going to clarify this death card. Okay, so the card that fell immediately, okay, was the Temperance card in reverse. Is interesting, okay? With the Temperance card, the picture is depicted water once again. When I say water once again, I'm talking about water in the sense of alchemizing. You know, in the upright, she's finding the balance. This is an angel. This is an angel. She's finding the balance. She's been illuminated, you know, and she's finding the balance in a situation. When she's reversed, the water is basically just falling out of the cups. There's no sense of balance here. There's no sense of balance. So it is important for you to get comfortable with yourself. And I think it is about balancing the masculine and the feminine energies here, you know. But this is about the inner alchemy, you know. This is the inner alchemy. The mind, space in terms of how you deal with your emotions. In terms of how you deal with your emotions. In terms of how you speak your emotions. Because these are two separate things when you think about it, right? There are the mind emotions that just, you know, just sit there and fester and grow. They grow arms and wings, you know. The moment we want to communicate them, they never come out how we really want to communicate. Sometimes it can come out too emotional, too needy, too codependent, okay? But then on the other hand, right, with this wonderful human being here, she's able to bring that sense of, she takes the emotion out of things and communicates facts. The cold, hard statistics, honey. That is the Princess of Swords. It's interesting because she's a little bit younger in her years. She's not quite a queen in terms of being, I would say, she's not in her full glory yet, but she's able to decipher right from wrong. And this is what I think the call is here for you. You know, we also had the Five of Swords also fall out here. Another card with a lot of blue in it. You know, so there is something here about finding the truth in a situation, your truth in a situation, how you can balance out your emotions, and how you can speak your emotions. Because there's someone here that wants to get away with something, right? But I feel they're trying to get away with something here by using smart words and trying to complicate things with being, you know, I'm going to use a very strange word now that isn't a word in the English, isn't a word in the English dictionary. This person is trying to be over vocabularious. You know what I mean? Talk too much. And it's all logic, right? But trying to get away with something. So there's something here about those truths. Let me just drop one more card for you. Let's see what else is happening here for Aries, please. Okay, let's get one more card here for Aries. One more. I said one. I'm not taking all the cards. Okay, maybe they don't want to say anything. Anything? One more? Yeah. And really interesting that this card falls at the end. The High Priestess. You know, so the call here really, is for you to lean into your intuition. You know, I know we take this card very, very lightly, you know, and we just say, yeah, there's someone here that's intuitive, because it is just like a short energy update. But even at that, right, there's a veil at the back of her, you know, and that veil indicates the difference in between of the conscious and the unconscious mind. And that reminds me of what it is that you need to be doing. So start to feed your unconscious mind a little bit deeper so that you're able to make clear decisions for yourself. You know, there's a call to balance out the masculine and the feminine energies here. Once again, so you can find that sense of inner alchemy that allows you to move forwards and find that sense of knowing when something is definitely over. You know, sometimes we stay in things way too long. When we stay in things way too long, it's hard for us to, it becomes a habit rather than an actual thing that we actually want. It just becomes a habit, you know, and codependency starts to sit in. You know, right at the bottom of the deck there's the healing card. So this could also be a message for someone out there. That could also be a message for someone out there. Very interesting reading, Aries. All right then, that's all I've got for you for this week. I'd love to see you pass by again next week. Until that point, have a wonderful week and see you again soon, Aries. Ciao for now, my loves.